Akashvani presents Morning News. Good morning, I'm Abhishek Mukhopadhyay. The headlines. Prime Minister Narendra Modi to announce multiple projects related to agriculture and tourism from Srinagar in Jammu and Kashmir today. External Affairs Minister S Jaishankar says India and Japan need to strengthen their defense capabilities for the benefit of larger region, including Red Sea. Republican candidate Nikki Haley bows out of US presidential race, making Donald Trump last party candidate. In WPL Cricket, Gujarat Giants register the first win of the tournament, beating Royal Challengers Bangalore in New Delhi. And in men's cricket, dead rubber, fifth and final test between India and England to begin in Dharamsala this morning. Prime Minister Narendra Modi is visiting the Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir today. He will announce multiple projects related to agriculture and tourism from Srinagar this afternoon. The Prime Minister will also launch about 43 projects that will develop a wide range of pilgrimage and tourist sites across the country. Dekho Apna Desh People's Choice 2024 and Chalo India Global Diaspora campaign will also be launched. Here is more from a Srinagar correspondent.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi is scheduled to participate in the Viksit Bharat, Viksit Jammu and Kashmir program at Bakshi Stadium in Srinagar. Mr. Modi will dedicate to nation about Rs 5,000 crore worth program, the Holistic Agriculture Development Program for boosting agri-economy in Jammu and Kashmir. He will also dedicate to the nation and launch multiple projects related to tourism sector worth more than Rs 1,400 crore under Swadesh Darshan and Prashad scheme, including the project for integrated development of Hazratbal Shrine in Srinagar. The Prime Minister will also distribute appointment orders to about 1,000 new government recruits of Jammu and Kashmir and will also interact with beneficiaries of various government schemes. This is the second visit of Prime Minister Narendra Modi to Jammu and Kashmir in less than a month. Earlier, he addressed a public gathering in Jammu on 20th February, where he inaugurated and laid foundation of developmental projects worth 32,000 crore. Meanwhile, elaborate security arrangements are put in place across Kashmir Valley, especially in Srinagar, to ensure smooth program of Prime Minister Narendra Modi. This is Sunil Kohl for Akashvani News from Srinagar.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi will lay the foundation stone of the experience of spirituality at Chitrakoot Ghat project in Chitrakoot, Madhya Pradesh under the Swadesh Darshan 2.0 scheme today through video conferencing. Chief Minister Dr. Mohan Yadav will also be present in the program to be held at the Surendra Pal Maidan. The Prime Minister will also inaugurate development works under the Prasad scheme in Amarkantak, which includes development around Narmada Temple, expansion of tourist and public facilities. The price of CNG has been reduced by 2 rupees and 50 paise per kilogram. The new rate have become effective since this morning. The Indraprasth Gas Limited said the revised selling price of compressed natural gas CNG in Delhi will now be 74 rupees and 9 paise per kilogram, while it will be 78 rupees and 70 paise per kilogram in Noida, Greater Noida and Ghaziabad. Road Transport and Highways Minister Nitin Gadkari has sanctioned over 2,675 crore rupees for 4-laning of the national highway in Belgaum, Hungund, Raichur section of Bagalkot and Belgavi districts of Karnataka. In a social media post, Mr. Gadkari said this initiative spans a total length of over 92 kilometers. Mr. Gadkari also sanctioned more than 553 crore rupees for the expansion of national highway projects in Noida, Murshidabad and North 24 Parganas district in West Bengal. The cumulative length of this project stands at 28.23 kilometers. The CBI has coordinated repatriation of proclaimed offender Rajiv Mehta from the US authorities through Interpol channels. He was facing Interpol red notice. Mehta, who was earlier geolocated by US authorities through Interpol, was wanted by the CBI in a criminal case registered in 1998 for cheating, theft and criminal conspiracy. He was declared as a proclaimed offender by the court in 1999. The agency said a red notice was issued by the CBI against him from Interpol General Secretariat in 2000. This is Akashvani giving you the news. For quick news updates around the clock, follow us on our Twitter handle at AIR News Alerts. External Affairs Minister Dr. S Jaishankar has lauded the ties between India and Japan, saying that both countries enjoy a special strategic and global partnership with the intent to meet the challenges facing the global order. Addressing the Raisina Roundtable organized by the Observer Research Foundation ORF at Tokyo in Japan this morning, Dr. Jaishankar asserted that as the voice of the Global South, India is conscious of the responsibility with its development efforts spanning in 78 countries. Referring to the recent Houthi attacks on cargo ships at Red Sea, Dr. Jaishankar said maritime safety and security have become particularly pressing concerns. He called for strengthening the defense capabilities of the two countries for the benefit of the larger region.
Is that in a world where global commons and global good is being shortchanged every day, greater development efforts by the more capable international players is imperative. As a voice of the Global South, India is particularly conscious of this responsibility. Our development efforts today span 78 nations across different continents. Can India and Japan coordinate in regard to their development assistance? The responsibility to safeguard and secure is no less onerous. Maritime safety and security have become particularly pressing concerns. We can see that at the Red Sea every day. We've just had the first casualties there in shipping.
The External Affairs Minister said it is in the common interest of India and Japan that the overall balance remains in favor of the freedom, openness, transparency and rules-based order. Dr. Jaishankar is on a two-day visit to Tokyo to take part in Foreign Ministers' strategic dialogue between India and Japan with his counterpart Yoko Kamikawa. Meanwhile, 3 sailors were killed in a Houthi missile attack on merchant ship in the Gulf of Aden yesterday. US Central Command CENTCOM said the first fatalities reported since the Iran-aligned Yemeni group began strikes against shipping in one of the world's busiest trade sea lanes over Israel's war on Gaza. In a social media post, CENTCOM said the Houthi strike also injured at least 4 crew members and caused significant damage to the ship. The Houthis claim responsibility for the attack. In the United States, Nikki Haley has suspended her presidential campaign, making former President Donald Trump the last Republican left in the race. The development comes after President Joe Biden and Trump swept the state primaries that were held on Super Tuesday. They will now settle scores in a rematch in November. Haley, the former South Carolina governor and Trump's ambassador to the UN, bowed out a day after Super Tuesday when Trump beat her soundly in 14 of the 15 Republican nominating contests. Haley said she wished Trump well, but said it was up to him to earn the votes of those in their party and beyond it who did not support him. In the UAE, a Revolutionary Life Protection Plan (LPP) has been launched, specifically designed for blue-collar workers among Indian expatriates to address the need for financial security. The LPP includes insurance coverage for natural deaths. Approximately 3.5 million Indians are residing in the UAE, and around 65% of whom are blue-collar workers. LPP provides coverage for a range of benefits, including 24-hour global coverage, death benefits for both natural and accidental causes, and compensation for permanent total or partial disability resulting from accidents. Additionally, the plan covers repatriation expenses of up to 12,000 UAE dirham per person. The new helicopter squadron of the Indian Navy INAS 334 was commissioned at the Naval Air Base INS Garur in Kochi last evening. The squadron comprised MH-60 RC Hawk helicopters acquired from the United States. The helicopters were given a ceremonial water cannon salute by the fire tenders as they flew past the naval airport. Chief of Naval Staff Admiral R. Harikumar unveiled a plaque to mark the commissioning ceremony of the helicopter squadron. Addressing the function, he said the acquisition of the multi-role helicopter by the Indian Navy marks yet another milestone in bolstering the country's defense capabilities and enhancing her combat readiness. India Meteorological Department has predicted moderate rainfall and snowfall over Arunachal Pradesh and parts of the West Himalayan region for today. It said isolated to scattered light rainfall and snowfall is very likely over Jammu and Kashmir, Ladakh, Gilgit, Baltistan, Muzaffarabad, Himachal Pradesh and Uttarakhand. Fresh western disturbance is likely to affect the western Himalayan region from Sunday night. Under its influence, rainfall is likely over the parts of North India from Sunday till Tuesday. Meanwhile, the national capital will continue to witness cold weather for the coming few days. Today, the maximum and minimum temperatures are likely to hover around 25 and 9 degrees Celsius. The air quality index in Delhi stood at 138 as of 6 a.m. today. In Women's Premier League cricket, Gujarat Giants registered the first win after 4 defeats, beating Royal Challengers Bangalore by 19 runs last night. Choosing to bat first, Gujarat scored a challenging 199 for 5 and then restricted Bangalore to 180 for 8 in 20 overs at the Arun Jaitley Stadium in New Delhi. Gujarat's keeper Beth Mooney and Laura Ulvarth put together 140 runs for the opening wicket. Mooney made 85 not out, while Ulvarth scored 76 runs. Gujarat are positioned at the bottom of the points table, while Bangalore holds the second spot. India will take on England in the fifth and final test match of the series at the Himachal Pradesh Cricket Association Stadium in Dharamsala beginning today. The match will start at 9:30 a.m. Indian Standard Time. The hosts have already taken an unassailable 3-1 lead in the ongoing 5-match series. Here is a desk report.
The fifth test, though, is a dead rubber from the series point of view. However, there are still World Test Championship points at stake. The commendable dominance of hosts showcase their prowess both with bat and ball. They will look forward to extend it to the World Test Championship standings. Besides, veteran Indian spinner Ravichandran Ashwin and star England batter Johnny Bairstow are poised to mark their 100th Test match appearance together. The picturesque stadium in Dharamsala is a pace-friendly surface, and dipping temperatures and a completely different landscape are set to add a different texture to the fifth test match. There was plenty of carry and consistent movement 7 years ago as the Dharamshala venue staged its only test when India beat Australia. 18 of 30 wickets went to the spinners that time. The series between India and England has so far been played in very comfortable weather conditions. However, the stadium in Dharamshala is on the highest altitude, and early March weather conditions in Himachal Pradesh make it even more interesting. Swati Rakheja, Sports Desk.
In some more news, President Draupadi Murmu virtually opened the Visitors Facilitation Centre and Handloom Exhibition at the Rashtrapati Nilayam last evening. Telangana State Governor Dr. Tamilisai Soundararajan and State Transport Minister Ponnam Prabhakar were present on the occasion. And now for a look at today's newspapers, it's over to Sarabjit Kaur.
Thank you, Abhishek. PM Modi's upcoming first visit to Kashmir today after the abrogation of Article 370 is covered by most of the dailies. PM's first rally in Valley after 370 today. To unveil projects, writes the Asian Age. The Hindu, quoting PM Modi, writes, storm of Sandesh Khali will rage across West Bengal. The Indian Express quotes Navy Chief Admiral R. Hari Kumar as saying INS Jatayu apt tribute to Ramayan's first responder. To control smuggling, registration of exotic birds, animals mandatory now, reports the Tribune. Super Tuesday all but seals a Biden versus Trump rematch, informs Hindustan Times. Stage set for Biden versus Trump, Haley drops out, says the Times of India. And finally, India gets its first undersea metro, says the Pioneer. And with that, it's back to you, Abhishek.
Thank you, Sarabjit. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Prime Minister Narendra Modi to announce multiple projects related to agriculture and tourism from Srinagar in Jammu and Kashmir today. External Affairs Minister S Jaishankar says India and Japan need to strengthen their defense capabilities for the benefit of larger region, including Red Sea. Republican candidate Nikki Haley bows out of the US presidential race, making Donald Trump last party candidate. In WPL Cricket, Gujarat Giants registered the first win of the tournament, beating Royal Challengers Bangalore in New Delhi. And in men's cricket, dead rubber, fifth and final test between India and England to begin in Dharamshala this morning. And with that, we end the morning news. Have a nice day.
आकाशवाणी से पेश है खबरनामा।